Listen up, I got a story to tell. Okay, it's summer 2010, maybe 11. I was overseas playing American football in Italy. It's a great story. So, we had a couple days off. So, me and my boy, we decided we're going to drive to Amsterdam, which everyone in Italy told us not to do. They told us we would get in trouble, pulled over, whatever the case. So we decide that instead of flying or taking the Euro train, we're going to drive. Worst idea we ever had. So let's start off. We get to Amsterdam, have us a great time, fantastic time. First time I ever seen legal marijuana, red light district, everything going on. Women in the windows, naked shows, legal. The food was terrible. But other than that, had a great time. Walked into the coffee shops, ordered us some weed, did all that good stuff, and it was legal. Amazing time. So me and my partner, we decide we're going to go to sleep. So we fall asleep just a couple hours knowing we had to be back. So we pull the car over. We just pass out in the car real quick for a couple hours in the middle of Amsterdam. And then we wake up early in the morning and we decide we're going to drive back to Italy, naturally, to Reggio Emilia. So here's where it gets fun. We decide we're going to stop on our way from Amsterdam. We stop at a gas station in Germany. Just left Amsterdam. We're in Germany at a gas station, parked, getting gas. We're sitting at the gas station. And out of nowhere, after pumping gas for maybe, 5 minutes, we went inside the store, come out. There's some cop cars behind our car for some reason. So, naturally, we didn't do anything wrong. We didn't bring anything back with us from Amsterdam. We knew that would be stupid, So we decide, we asked the officer, what's going on, sir? First thing the cops say to us, kid you not, you black drive Italian car. We want to know why. I was like, oh, shit. I experienced some racism before, but I never experienced racism right in my face. The guy says to us, again, you black drive Italian car. We want to know what's going on. What's going on? We get gas and go head back on home. Well, they had a different plan for us. So they forced us to pull over to the side to the road. Well, not to the road, but there was a little couple parking spaces in front of the store that we were at. So we pull out of the gas station spot and into the spaces. But mind you, they make us park over the spaces. So instead of pulling into the one space, they make us park over 3 or 4 spaces. We have this big truck. So they tell us that we smoke hashish. And we're like, what the hell are you talking about? We didn't smoke no hashish. Now, mind you, we smoked yesterday, maybe about 10, 12, 15 hours ago. We went to sleep. Now, where I'm from, you get high. When you smoke, what happens is you smoke, you go to sleep. You are not high anymore. I don't care what you did. As a matter of fact, it's time to smoke another blunt when you wake up. That weed that you smoked last night has nothing to do with the weed in the morning. That is just fact. It's not opinion. Don't care what no one tells me. Anyway, so the police officers, the German policias, whatever you want to call them, they start searching our vehicle for nothing because we have nothing in the car. No problem. We're not worried about that. They go on to tell us that we cannot drive the car. I'm in the passenger seat this time. We were switching off and on, and this time I happened to be in the passenger seat, which ended up being lucky for me, but we'll get back to that in a second. So, but not so lucky for my boy. But anyway, so they tell my boy that right now, if he's high, if he's high, he has to get a ticket. Okay, so we're trying to prove to them we're not high. So the way that they tell us that we have to prove to them that we're not high is that we have to take 2 drug piss tests at the rest stop, inside the rest stop bathroom station. Now, mind you, the rest stop to use the bathroom costs $1 each time to walk in, and they kept making us pay for it. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so we take the piss test. Clearly, we failed the piss test. We were smoking yesterday. It stays in your system 30 days. So the officer decides to tell my boy that he has to come down to the station. He's getting a ticket. And we're trying to explain to him that we smoked yesterday. Or not. We did not even tell him that we smoked at all. We didn't even bring that up, to be honest with you. We didn't say when we smoked or if we even smoked. But the fact is, we smoked the night before, maybe 10, 12 hours before, whatever the case was. So the officer tells us that if you smoke hashish 1 day today or 30 days from now, No, it's the same thing. So if we had smoked 29 days ago and we got drug tested on the road coming through Germany, they told us that we could go to you can get an under influence ticket for having a dirty drug urine test for marijuana. So they decide that they're gonna put a mini club on the vehicle, take my boy down to the police station, tell me they'll be back in exactly 1 hour. Leave. I'm sitting in the passenger seat by myself in the middle of Germany. Cell phone's not working because the cell phone that I had was Vodafone, I believe it was, and that was I only had service in Italy, in Europe. It was for only in Italy, not all over Europe. So when we got through the States, we technically didn't have any phones. Through the countries, we didn't have any phones. Same case in Germany. So we're in Germany. While I'm sitting in this parking space, all of these people are German. They're going in and out of this busy gas station, and I'm sitting in the middle of broad daylight, maybe 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, sitting broad daylight over 3 spaces in a big truck with a big club on the car. Everyone's staring at me like I'm some spectacle at a circus. All right, so my boy comes back exactly 1 hour. So I'm thinking, cool, he comes home, he comes back, I guess, I don't know, we get the ticket, we go. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, they had another plan in mind. Instead of letting us go, they told us they tell us we have to wait 24 hours to make sure that the marijuana is out of our system, which contradicts the entire thing they just told me about an hour ago when they told me that if it was 29 days from now, 30 days from now, or yesterday, it's the same thing. So anyway, they put a club on the vehicle, and they make us sit in this parking space for 24 full hours. 24 hours. We're sitting in this space. In the middle of this 24-hour time, another police car pulls up. After maybe sitting there for maybe 6, 7 hours, he comes up about 6 o'clock at night, and now he's asking us questions while we have a club on the car. He's not understanding. I don't know what he doesn't get. It has the police logo of Germany on it, on the club. He's telling us, what are we doing here? Why are we parked in this space? Now, clearly the language barrier is not working because we're trying to explain to him that the police officer put us here and we can't leave for 24 hours. Your partner put us here. And now this guy tells me, oh, well, if you didn't smoke any weed, he got the ticket, which was an $800 ticket that they gave my friend, mind you. If he smoked and he got the ticket, you should be able to drive. He said, all you have to do is take a drug test. Now, mind you, we all know I already took a drug test. So I decide I'm going to take one again. What the hell? I'm trying to get the hell out of here. So he brings me in the bathroom again. Another dollar out of my pocket. That's neither here nor there. So now we're sitting there and I'm at the urinal. Now, mind you, I took a sip of water. Then I tried to spit in the cup. I was trying to spit in the cup and sprinkle a small little yellow bit just to make it yellow. And I'm spitting. Now, as I'm spitting and I go to put my penis tip inside the cup, this cop comes bolting through the bathroom, rips the thing from my dick. My pants are down, my dick in my hand. He snatches out of my hand, dumps the shit on the floor and says, you take tests already. I guess one of his partners, he radioed in. So that didn't go so well. So they put me back in the vehicle, and now they're screaming at us for another 40 minutes about how we're liars and all kinds of nonsense. Whatever. I'm trying to get out of Germany. So fast forward, long story short, me and my boy, after us spending 24 hours, we're trying to light the club on fire. We're trying to pull it apart, doing everything we can in nature, everything possible to pull this club off of the steering wheel. We could not do it. So fast forward to the morning, 24 hours later, the cops come back, the ones that put us there. They come back. Now we're thinking, oh, cool, they're here. They're going to take the club off the car. We're out of here. We're going to make it back in time, which we were already late for practice. We have now, practice is this day. It's today, and we're a lot of hours out from our practice site, a lot of hours. So the police officer tells us that he's not taking the club off the car. Why are you not taking the club off the car? He tells us in order for us to get out of here, we have to pay that 800 euro right now, this second, or else we cannot leave. So now we're saying, oh, we don't have money on us. Our cash is back at home. We will definitely send you the money, blah, blah, blah. this guy's not believing us. So he makes my boy go to, he takes my boy's wallet out of his pocket, takes his debit card. Mind you, they don't have the same rules we have apparently in our country. Well, it doesn't matter. Our country ain't got shit on Germany's rules either, so I don't know where to go with that one. Yeah, so they pull us to the ATM machine. They take my boy to the ATM machine. They start pressing numbers in. They're pressing numbers in the ATM machine, as in for him, trying to say to him, put your pin in. So he keeps pressing numbers. Clearly, he's putting the wrong number in and saying it doesn't work. Now they're pissed. So now they walk us back to the vehicle. Now I already knew that they were going to try to do that to me, so I immediately took my debit card out of my wallet and put it underneath the seat, and they did not see me. So when he went to reach in my wallet, there was no debit cards in my wallet or no cash for him to grab, at least not 800 euro. So finally, we're sitting there stuck. They leave us again. They're not letting us go. They're telling us we have to come up with something. So now we have to figure out what to do now. The police leave, and we still have this club on this car. It's been 24 hours. So finally, we decide we're going to go buy new phones inside the store. We went to a local store, and they had phone minutes that we could purchase. So we're talking to someone, my boy's friend, someone out in Italy that he had met this girl, this female, and she decides she's going to try to help us out, which she eventually does, and this ends in a mess. So she decides she's going to call the embassy for us. The embassy had to contact the Germany police. The Germany police went in negotiations with the U.S. Embassy for hours. They would not let us go. Finally, the U.S. Embassy allows us to go. But the thing was, we had to send over a certain amount of money. We had to wire some money to them. So the girl decides she's going to wire the money for us, which I think was about a percentage of the 800 euro. I believe it was about 200 euro, which is about $300 here or there, something like that at the time. So she wires over the money. Now we get out. Great. We get out. Fantastic. Finally, going home, going back to Italy. Mind you, I'm saying going home, and I'm not even going home. I'm going back to my home in Italy. My home is in New Jersey. So this is all a mess. So we're getting back to our apartment over our flat in Reggio Emilia. We get there, a few days pass by. Mind you, we get fined a lot of money because we missed practice. That's neither here or there. So before I end this story, the way the best part of this story ends, it's not over yet. So fast forward a couple weeks. The girl, maybe not a couple weeks, I'd say a couple days. The girl is pissed off because she's out of town and she wants us to wire her the money while she's somewhere, another country. I don't know why she couldn't come pick up the money, but we couldn't send it to her. We wanted her to come get it. She couldn't come get it. So instead of waiting to come get the money, get the euro from us, she decides that she's going to go on my boy's Facebook and contact his mother and tell. Mind you, we're about 20, I don't know, we're 25, 24, we're grown-ass men. She decides she's going to contact his mother and told the whole story about how my boy wasn't shit, he needs money, he's poor, he's broke, and all this shit all over this money. Now, I'm not really sure where that ended. We ended up giving the girl the money. So with that being said, the football season ends. Now, I didn't go back to the team for reasons I didn't go back, whatever. My boy, who was the quarterback on the team, he decided he was going to go back. So he signed another year on a contract to make this long story a little bit longer. So he's flying back in the next year. On his way to Italy, he has a layover. Guess where that layover's at? Germany. As soon as he got off the plane in Germany the very next year, the police officers were waiting at the airport, at the terminal, and escorted him to the jail. They told him when he got off the plane, sir, you have drug problem. You have drug problem. You have drug problem. You have drug problem. They're trying to tell him that he didn't pay his fine for the marijuana, for the ticket that we got in Germany. Mind you, there was no drugs in the car, just for him apparently driving under the influence after the day of leaving Amsterdam, whatever the case was. So he did 4 days in prison in Germany, in jail, didn't catch his destination to Italy, and the team had to bail him out. And now they found out what happened on that day because they never knew the year before what actually happened. We just told them we had car trouble, of course. And now they found out that apparently we're liars and we are drug mules, drug traffickers, drug users. I don't know what the hell happened. But then, I had to tell you guys, man, don't go driving through Germany. Stories by Outrageous.